Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing quarantine in Thailand, specifically 10-day quarantine in Thailand. As we've discussed in multiple other videos on this channel, 10-day quarantine applies to those who are presumably non-vaccinated but from a low-risk country, quote-unquote, who are coming into Thailand. As of April 1, those folks in that category are considered for a 10-day quarantine. To quote a recent article from tatnews.org, this is the Tourism Authority of Thailand's news site, so tatnews.org. Article is titled, Thailand Reduces Quarantine for International Arrivals from April 1, 2021. We're talking about the PCR testing protocols associated with 10-day quarantine, and to quote directly, for a 10-day quarantine, 2 tests are required on days 3 through 5, 3 and 5 presumably, and days 9 and 10. So again, I'll reiterate that. For a 10-day quarantine, 2 tests are required on days 3 to 5. So I'd say, I guess that's 2 tests between days 3 and 5, and 2 tests between days 9 and 10. So again, this is slightly different than the protocols associated with PCR testing in 7-day quarantine. It's also different than the protocols associated with PCR testing in 14-day quarantine, and we've made specific videos on this channel regarding those protocols. But long story short, for a 10-day quarantine, they're going to undergo 2 tests between days 3 and 5 and days 9 and 10. Not really that unlike what we've been dealing with up to this point, but fortunately for folks from quote-unquote low-risk countries, you only have to deal with a 10-day quarantine as opposed to a 14-day quarantine moving forward.